Good morning, everybody. I am incredibly sleepy. My friend Ashley's dog has been staying at my house, so I've been spending extra time playing with another dog. So instead of 2 dogs in my house, there's 3 tiny dogs at my house. And Ashley went to Auburn and graduated and was a good college swimmer, not a great college swimmer, but she took a risk and moved to Indiana and started training here as a pro. So she put off getting a job, she put off starting her life, and she just decided she wanted to focus on swimming. And a few months later, she made the US national team, and just a few weeks ago, she won nationals. So this is a girl who no one knew who she was. She wasn't on a national team, and she had no idea if she was even gonna be good enough to swim as a pro, and took a huge risk, put her life on hold, moved here, and now she's a national champion. And that's the type of people I like to be around. Those are the kind of people I like to be friends with. People who take risks, people who bust their ass, people who work hard, and people who inspire me. And honestly, Ashley kind of inspired me a little bit when I watched her win the mile at nationals, because honestly, no one really saw that coming. So, yeah, I'm watching her dog. Okay, I'm editing the vlog real quick. Here's a picture of Ashley. Okay, that's Ashley, right? Look at this. That is a picture of her winning nationals. Look at that face. Look at how happy she is. That is awesome. That's why we love the sport of swimming right there. That happiness. So it's Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning we do speed and power. It's a 100 set that Coach Ray writes, and he's gonna briefly explain what the set is. Ray, what's the set like today?
A power set that's focused on the 100. So the stroke count, the tempos, the body positions, and we go in and out of the resisted, naked, and naked means like no equipment.
Not naked.
Work. Yeah, not really naked.
We like it because it's mostly 25s and 50s fast, which is good. Right now I'm training 10 workouts a week because I'm like technically in my off season, so not a whole lot of racing going on, so I'm doing more aerobic swimming to kind of pump that aerobic muscle up a little bit and do slightly less speed work, but today is a speed work day, so it makes me really happy. And today is also the only day where I don't have a double. So I double every day except for Wednesday, and I get this afternoon off, so once I'm done for the day. That motivates me to get through this workout.
I'm going next.
Where are you going?
Dance class!
You're taking dance class?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, for real.
That's a real class.
It's required for my major.
Alright, well.
Also, let's note that I am blending in with the bulkhead.
You can't even, you're sparkling.
Just a suit.
You're like a vampire from Twilight. Okay, so we just finished our workout, and we're gonna describe the workout that we just did.
We did 2 pulleys, 2 25s pulleys at maximum amount of weight. So Cody started at 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So, and he used paddles and fins.
Yeah.
And then we went into 8 25s on 35 at 100 stroke count and ideally pace.
Yeah.
And then we did some breath control, 100s pull, descend, where you couldn't breathe the last 25.
And that was a lot harder because your heart rate drops during that part of the set. And then the second you go into a 25 no breath, it's like your heart rate spikes. So that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do there is I want to put Cody in a state where his body's dealing with less oxygen, and then we go back into the pulleys. So then we went to 4 pulleys, but we dropped.
Leaving the pool now. Gotta bundle up, it's been pretty chilly outside. We haven't had a day here in town where it's been above freezing in like a week. That winter storm that's just hitting the country is crazy. Moment of truth. All right, it's bearable. It's not super freezing. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, I was feeling really sorry for myself because it's like 30 degrees out, 15 degrees out, just freezing. And I'm from the desert where it's warm, man. Like, I'm not a cold weather guy. And then I got a phone call from my best friend James, who is living in Maine right now. That's where he's from. And he's like, yeah, so it's like negative 35. And I was like, huh, suddenly I don't feel so bad about myself. Okay, weights is now over. It was awesome. I'll tell you about it in a sec. It was kind of a speed and power day. Not a lot of heavy weight, but a lot of moving the weight really fast. So, for example, I did a lot of hang clean. I think I did 7 sets of 3, but I didn't go super heavy. Like, I didn't go above 180. But the idea was just to move the bar really fast, get the motion down, and then in time we'll start adding weight once the volume in the pool starts coming down. I also did several different types of bench press, standard bench press, dumbbell incline bench press with a lot of med ball throws. So the emphasis wasn't on, once again, the weight. It was pretty lightweight, so the emphasis was more on throwing the med ball, really being explosive, being fast and powerful, and that's the whole point of today. Man, it is grungy out. All right, I'm home now. Usually what I do is I make breakfast and then I stretch, and what I think I'm gonna do is show you guys the foam rollers and the tools that I use. I get a lot of questions about that. First, we gotta let the dogs out. Puffy, Lego. Puffy, Lego. Oh, buddy, here's Ashley's dog, Buddy. Come on out, come on out. To be clear, these dogs have only been crated for like 30 minutes. Allie just left to go get her hair done. They don't get crated for more than like a couple hours a day, if that. So I have an array of recovery tools, like a crazy assortment of things, and I get questions about all kinds of things like that all the time. And so I'm definitely gonna do like a review or a how-to video or an instructional video showing you guys how I use some of these things, like the roller. What else do I got here? All these different kinds of balls that I use. The peanut, which I love. I'm definitely gonna do a video about this. This is one of my favorite tools right now. But today I'm gonna show you the HyperIce roller, which is probably the most popular vibrating foam roller on the market. I love this thing. I take it to meets with me. It's rechargeable. The battery lasts quite a few hours, and I use this thing every day, probably 30 minutes a day, and I only have to charge it for, you know, once a week or so. It's got 3 vibrating settings, really strong. Check this out. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite foam roller. It's very powerful. I only ever really use it on the first setting, but it does have those 3 settings, which is nice. I'm not kidding when I say that I probably spend anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half of stretching and foam rolling every single day. I just kind of make it a habit. It's part of my routine. You know, I come home, I eat, and then I turn the TV on and I stretch and foam roll while I'm watching something. It's that simple. And you don't have to stretch and roll an hour every single day, but if you can do little things every single day to make yourself better, right? If you can spend 10 minutes a day where you're stretching and when you're foam rolling, where you're working your muscle tissue and helping it recover, it will make all the difference. I truly believe that there is a direct correlation between my improvement and my progress in the water with how much recovery, how much active recovery I've been doing throughout my career. The more I started foam rolling and stretching, the better I got in the pool, and that is a fact. And this roller is awesome. I definitely will do more in-depth videos about stretching and about recovering and showing you guys the techniques that I do. This video is just kind of generic, just to get my point across that it's really important. A couple things about this HyperIce roller, things that I like about it: the vibration power and the battery life are excellent. The price, it's one of the more expensive foam rollers on the market. I think it's like 150 bucks. But if you're using it every day and if you're taking your training, your swimming, your running seriously, it's definitely worth the investment. The downside, it's pretty heavy and it's not very portable. I do take this to meets because I like the vibration when I'm at meets. But it is kind of a hassle to carry around with me. So basically the takeaway from this vlog should be, if you want to get better, if you're actively looking for ways to get better, do more stretching, do more foam rolling. That is the secret sauce. For now, I think I'm gonna end the vlog there.